Well, hello.
It's me with my mask.
Welcome to Figure
Joe's
Gore.
mask was the scariest of all.
Karma got me. I
COVID got Kondo.
made fun of James, and I'll be damned.
Wow, look what Rob
All
had.
right, Robert, hold up your hands. Hold up.
Everybody get your stuff.
All right. We're good. We're good.
So, 2 out of 4 of us have had the COVID.
It took me 2 years, but that shit finally caught up to me.
Me too.
Damn gathering of the Juggalos got me.
Yeah, you're lucky you only got COVID at Gathering of the Juggalos.
A lot of people.
That's half of us that have had it.
Yes,
That's scary.
it is.
You haven't had it, Joe?
Nope.
You'd never know it. You'd never know.
No, actually, Joe and I were talking about it. He's out in the social world and hasn't got it yet. And I'm in my basement now.
surprised. I'm very surprised.
I thought I was going to get it when we all met in person at the CK Expo and didn't get sick. No.
That was a possibility.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's,
If anywhere, I thought for sure we'd get it there.
yeah.
Whole places.
I think too many people at the gathering of the Juggalos got me. That's what it was.
Can you tell us about the Gathering of the Juggalos? I don't know if everybody's going to know what that is.
ICP does this event every year.
Insane
22
Clown
years.
Posse.
Huh?
I just said Insane Clown Posse and people.
Insane Clown Posse does this event every year. I have been to all 22. Can you imagine the shit that I've seen over the
And he's
years?
still alive.
Yeah. And the 2 things that I wanted to see was Steel Panther. I love Steel Panther. And Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Ooh.
Sir Mix-a-Lot has not missed a step.
Baby got back.
Baby got back. He did great. And then the Madman Pondo JCW tryouts happened. And I picked 15 winners, and we had a battle royal. And then this one was called The Gathering of Dreams, and something happened that I 2 years ago was not sure was going to happen ever again. Me and the Necro Butcher tag teamed. He is back. He is in full weight. He is ready to go, Joe. He's punching people in the face just like he was before.
Nice.
You know,
He was quite sick, right?
he had lymphoid cancer.
Right.
And was maybe 130 some odd pounds.
So Joe's size.
Yeah. And now,
I resemble that remark.
and now he's back in his 2 whatevers, and
Nice.
I was really happy that I got to tag with the Necro Butcher again, and the Juggalos loved it. So great times.
That makes me so happy. I always think of Necro Butcher because I love the movie The Wrestler, and he's of course in that movie fighting Mickey Rourke. And of course we want him to do well. Nobody ever wants anything bad to happen to him. That's good news.
Yeah. So today I was gonna go watch Beast and Bodies, but I got busy and I didn't go do it. But by the next Figure Gore, I will have done that, and we'll talk about those 2. I think Orphan Kills came out today or tomorrow.
I'm hearing tomorrow. I thought tomorrow.
Well, I mean, there's always midnight showings.
Right.
But yeah, I'll also watch Orphan Kills by then too.
Yes, I'm very excited about Orphan Kills because I think it's Isabel Furman was the lead in that, and she was so great in The Orphan.
But here's the thing. they're saying it's a prequel, but she's older now than.
Yeah, a little tricky.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna pull that off, but I'm
Marvel.
still.
But I'm still gonna watch it.
Marvel de-ages
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
gonna go watch.
Yeah, we can do. We can bring people back from the dead into movies, like Carrie Fisher, Peter Cushing. I think we can accomplish this.
True that.
Yeah.
But hey,
So can I talk about what we're gonna do tonight, or do you have more to add? Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna because we kind of talked about it a little bit before we jumped on the podcast. Prey.
Oh,
the new Predator movie was fucking awesome. I mean, to the point of I've watched it twice already.
I have not seen it, but I will.
Yeah, so good, Jamie. I cannot believe out of all of them you skipped Prey.
I was catching up on some horror magazines like Fangoria and Rue Morgue. I'm a bit behind, so I was doing that.
Well, get off the toilet and watch movies, everyone.
But I saw the new Elvis movie, and I know that's not horror, but the new Elvis movie, I love Baz Luhrmann. He's one of my favorite directors. He did Moulin Rouge, in case people aren't familiar. Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. He did that one. And this Elvis movie it's 2.5 hours, but it's brilliant. And perfect casting. Perfect casting. And to take on the role of Elvis, I can't even imagine. It's, even if you're not an Elvis fan, I love this movie.
If that kid doesn't get some kind of Grammy or Oscar award, there's some kind of problem, because to Elvis, he was a T.
And Tom Hanks is Colonel Parker, and he's got a
I didn't know much about that. I don't know much about that Colonel Parker dude, but Tom Hanks did do a great job. Such a great job. I had to go to this twice. I went with my Regal card, and then I went with a promoter who said, hey, go with me and I'll buy your ticket. Both times, no children, all old people. Well, I know I'm old. I'm talking about wrinkly old people. Bawling. I mean, screaming tears in the movie theater at the end of this movie. I'm like, do you not know what the finish of this movie was going to be?
I don't know if everybody realizes how much Colonel Parker took advantage of Elvis and worked him to death, worked him into needing drugs to keep going, to finance his own needs. I don't know if that's prevalent knowledge in the public. And that's what I think was so sad. You see this man who is so talented, and, he changes sizes, he's increasing using drugs, and they have him singing a beautiful song at the end, and he's quite a bit larger, sweating profusely, and you're just like, this didn't need to happen this way, And that's Austin Butler, who was just amazing, and they actually used a combination of his and Elvis's voice in the songs, and it's incredible. Like, I didn't think I would enjoy it this much. I was a little bit skeptical going in, because a lot of people have tried to imitate Elvis in different miniseries and things like that. This was well done. This is, and Bob Herman. Sorry?
True Romance had the best Elvis in it.
Yes.
I think this one was better, but to each their own.
Did I tell you I got kicked out of Graceland?
No, but we want to hear about it.
It was touching stuff.
I've never been.
So me and some friends went to Graceland, and they got the red ribbons where you're not supposed to go and all that. Well,
told you he was touching stuff.
Yeah, just like you're not supposed to touch.
Wanda also touched the wood chipper from
Fargo,
and he wasn't supposed to. And there's a big sign saying "Do not touch." So anyways,
I didn't see the sign.
I saw it in the pictures you sent.
So I went underneath the ribbon, and I went upstairs. And when I got in the bathroom, I yelled out, "Smells like somebody died in here!"
What?
Yeah.
You never told us that, but that's terrible. Oh,
I didn't do that, Jamie. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, but that's a brilliant joke. But I can't see you doing that.
But I was impressed that the movie, they didn't go into that. They skipped over him being fat, eating a hoagie on the toilet.
Professional.
Yeah, there was no death scene. Yeah.
I did appreciate that they did that.
But who eats on the toilet?
Well,
Well,
why?
time
I
is of
found
the
a
essence.
hoagie on the floor. I mean,
I have never, but just
Right.
judging. I'm
Like
judging.
a full plate of spaghetti, or were you talking like a sandwich? Or?
Any food at all, Joe.
Well, no.
Guess I better take my TV tray out of there.
Yeah.
I'm even judging if you have gum. I'm even judging about the gum.
So
I've
we'll
never
let
even brushed my teeth on the toilet.
Which,
Pondo?
as you shouldn't.
Pondo, we'll let these guys decide. You tell me the best Elvis. This one or this one?
No, not that one. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that one.
The
Yeah.
Slater?
Hell yeah.
Behind Christian Slater.
The Slater?
Right.
I gotta go with Austin Butler.
They don't.
This guy was, and when you look at him, he doesn't exactly exude Elvis, but as you watch the movie, you forget this is Austin Butler, which is what an actor wants to accomplish.
Same in True
Yeah.
Romance.
Yeah.
I
Briefly.
think it's
Very
the
strong
other.
in True Romance, but I gotta give the edge to Austin Butler. I gotta, and you guys gotta see it if you haven't seen it. And there's the best Elvis of all.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Bruce Campbell, Bubba Hotep did a good.
Yeah.
Dang, right.
That's also a good one.
The best Elvis JFK team up ever.
There you go. Maybe the only one, but the
And,
best
and
one.
let's do a wrestling reference. The Honky Tonk Man.
Hmm.
Well,
Come on, he could sing.
Yeah.
That's not the Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, I got confused. There we go. No, that's not it.
No,
man, she did such a good job, that girl.
Right?
Yes. Amazing.
yeah, I have to see it. I've heard everybody seems to like it. I haven't heard anything negative, so that's always good.
The whole setup was really cool too.
Cool.
Yeah.
The only negative thing I can throw at it, which is minor, is the historical inaccuracy about a woman being part of a hunting tribe. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, so Facebook, not rumors, but Facebook hopefuls are now hitting. They want to see a samurai setting, or a Civil War setting, or
I want to see him in space.
he's from space.
Oh, well, he could go back.
So that one was set in the 1800s, right?
1719.
Wow.
Because
I think
there's
that samurai idea is a pretty good idea
that
too.
is a good one. Yeah.
it was set in 1719 because there's actually a throwback to Predator 2 in this movie.
Oh.
What was the throwback?
The flintlock.
The what?
The flintlock, the pistol she throws to the leader at the end, the
Yeah.
chief. That's the exact same flintlock that the Predator gives to Danny Glover after he beats the Predator in Predator 2.
Huh.
Thanks for ruining it.
I would have never known.
Predator too.
Right?
That's okay.
Well, that and the iconic line.
If it bleeds.
Yeah, if it bleeds,
It
we
bleeds,
can
you
kill it.
kill it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's in there too.
I was so impressed with Prey, man. I really loved it.
I was busy watching a different movie, which we're going to talk about later, but I will go see Prey. I will make sure.
And
You don't have to go. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I saw this ad on Facebook. Yes, I saw Cyst.
this
Is it good?
is my kind of movie. Like, just weird enough.
I'm scared.
It's got a Gore type monster in it.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, Cyst. If you guys miss this one, this is a roller coaster. This is a good one, man.
Is there a lot of pus?
Of course.
I think you
$10.
get away with calling a movie cyst if there's no pus.
Well, that's why I was at. I haven't seen it yet. Could
$10
it be
at
a big
Walmart.
swerve?
$10 at Walmart.
$10.
$10.
I saw that people were talking about it on Facebook, so I'll have to check it out.
Are they saying it's good or bad on Facebook?
Interesting. They're saying it's interesting. What is
Yeah,
that?
there he is.
That's the pus monster?
That's a terrible picture of it, but yeah,
He looks charming.
he is. I wouldn't hug him.
There's Rochelle. She says sending love but can't
Hey.
say. We're gonna have to drag her on here one day.
We do, because we have so many questions, and it means I can do a rewatch of The Crow, which I haven't done in a long time.
What? You would
I haven't
rather
rewatched
watch
it in
The
a long
Crow than this?
I haven't watched this either. I've seen The Crow, but to me, The Crow
gotta
is
watch
so
this.
special because I remember the soundtrack was also such a big deal. Like the
Oh, man.
soundtrack was the soundtrack of my teenage years. It was such a big deal. So,
Whenever I write, I still use that soundtrack. It's
See?
on in the background.
yeah, such a good set. Like it wasn't just, and then also the Brandon Lee stuff. Like that film just hit people in so many ways. So yeah, I need to rewatch it. So that would be a great excuse to rewatch it.
Jamie, you have the ugliest picture of Madman Pondo behind you right now.
This is my husband got this for me, and he calls this sexy Pondo.
Wait. Here we go.
I love this. This was my birthday present.
Look how, yeah, I do have scars on my arm, but look how unscarred I am.
You're happy to be alive.
We're just having fun and being young.
I'll show you another one I got. My husband gave me a Pondo gift, and this is the other one. The Bushwhackers with Pondo.
Yeah, I was just with him not too long ago.
Which one?
Luke.
I
Butch is in a wheelchair now.
That's right, because I got to edit their book that's going to be coming out, the autobiography, and I hope people buy that one because it's really well written and it's really their voice that comes through. It's such great stories.
So, Jamie,
Yes.
at CKX,
Mm-hmm.
you gave all three of us a movie.
Yes.
Set it up.
I wanted to bring each of you guys a movie from Manitoba.
Hold on.
I'm currently living.
Hit him with the Robert. Tell him.
Tell him.
Facebook user, you got to go back.
Exactly. Okay, that's what I figured. Yep. Just log out for a second. There's a little link above the picture. Just click that, gives them permission. Then we know your name. Because right now we're just calling you Facebook user.
It's
And we're
probably
making fun of you.
it's probably my dumbass friend Cowboy.
We're still fam.
Boy.
We'd rather be fam with your name.
Hell yeah. All right, sorry, Jamie. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. So when I was coming to see you guys, it was the first time I was going to see you all in person. I wanted to bring you each a movie, a horror movie or thriller made in Manitoba, where I'm currently living. And I got to give props to my friend Ginny Collins. We went to journalism school together because she told me about the database where to look. And there was a movie that I really love, and I didn't know it was made in Manitoba, and I wanted to buy you guys each a copy of that, but it wouldn't arrive on time, so I picked 3 different ones for you guys, and you guys are going to talk about them tonight, and I will talk about the movie that I was going to get you that I couldn't, but I'm very excited to hear what you guys thought, because I've only seen the one Pondo has. I haven't seen the other, so very excited. We're doing Manitoba movie madness tonight.
I'm going to let Robert go first for that thing.
Oh, it's Tom!
Apparently he's not going to bother backing out. But okay, fine, Facebook user Tom.
Cheers to Tom.
Don't
And
back
Pam.
away.
We can just call him FU.
And Pam.
Facebook user FU.
Yeah. So whoever wants to go first, I can go last with my movie. Whatever you guys want to do.
You better let Robert go first.
Uh-oh. This is bad. Robert's looked the most experimental. Keyhole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just know I do love you, Jamie. And
I
I tried.
Oh.
I tried twice.
Oh.
I got-
Bad.
I got 15 minutes into it and had to. Oh, there we go. See, now you
Hi,
can
Tom.
see me. It's Tom.
Okay, I have not seen Keyhole, in my defense. It's just Manitoba made.
I don't know how he got Jason Patrick and Isabella Rossellini
That's exactly. I thought that was cool. A good
to be in
cast.
this. Literally, it was made. And I now own it.
Mwah.
Right. Thank you.
Was that payback or something?
How long is it? How long?
And
About-
what would you pay for it? And should I tell you what I paid for it?
Well, before seeing it or afterwards?
Well, afterwards, I think.
I don't think
Oh,
you want that number.
Oh, that's that wonderful. Oh,
I think Jamie owes you money.
oh, I paid for it.
Yeah, I can't find a running time on here.
Because he didn't finish it. Oh, I feel
And
bad.
it's got bonus features. Okay,
Ooh.
so it apparently this was supposed to be a bunch of short films taped together
Okay.
into a story. And
A story.
um
Oh, this guy loves film. I don't know if people realize this guy is a big advocate for film, so this must be painful.
it is. There's not really a movie I hate, okay? And I can't even say I hate it.
This man has gone through the Star Wars holiday special and smiled afterwards.
Well, yeah, because it's Star
Yeah.
Wars. But I did. I watched about 15 minutes of it. I said, stop. No. The next day I went back and I got a half hour into it. And it's like, no. I tapped out twice.
Uh,
It just,
Thanks for letting me stay at your house. Watching it afterwards.
No, trust me. I appreciate it as the gift. I really do. One
Yeah.
day I might go back and get 45 minutes into it.
Ooh,
You know?
you go. You take your time. Take your time.
But yeah, it's
Too bad.
I'm gonna see if I can get it to play the first couple minutes just so you can see how it opens,
Mm.
and then I can show you how worse it gets after that.
Okay.
So while you're doing that,
Yes.
I watched Jamie's movie for me. I don't have it.
And I watched it last night.
It's called Night Hunter. It's also got another name, Namus or something like that. But
I think so, because that came on the screen at the beginning. Yeah.
so I didn't. The DVD is around here. But
That's okay.
if you knew how many DVDs are in my room, I have no clue where the damn thing is. But I did not know this movie had Ben Kingsley in it.
And Henry Cavill.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's Superman. He
Superman.
was Superman.
No, that was Superman?
Yeah. That's why he
Oh,
was
wow.
all like big. Yeah.
Wow. And what's her name? The blue-eyed girl.
I don't remember her name, but she's got the most exquisite eyes ever.
And the most beautiful tits I've seen.
Well,
in a long time.
Sure. Those were not in this movie, but I believe in
Not at all. No.
Detective, maybe.
There was no nudity. Okay, so
No.
let me set this up
Go
for you.
ahead.
There is a detective who goes after sex offenders and pedophiles, and on another scale, Ben Kingsley is a judge who let a man go, and then I believe his family or a family,
His family.
Somebody got murdered in there. So Ben Kingsley, what's the word I'm looking for, Jamie?
He's a
Takes care of-
vigilante.
Huh?
Vigilante.
No. I know that, but
Okay.
he's taking care of that girl now. He's her
Guardian.
guardian. He takes guardianship of this young teenage girl. So they are luring pedophiles to a restaurant and then to a hotel, and then Ben Kingsley will knock them out and then castrate them. So
One
there's
time.
that.
They deserve it.
They do deserve it. So then it takes another whole twist, and there is an apartment building or an old warehouse. It's an old warehouse, and there is a abductor who kidnaps girls and keeps them inside this warehouse.
And he makes them deaf.
I'm sorry?
He makes them deaf.
Makes them deaf. Yes, makes them deaf. I don't want to go too far into this movie because if I go too far in, I'm gonna spoil something. And
It's good. It's a good movie. Yeah.
yes, just trust me. Night Hunter, Jamie did good on me. Bad on Robert, good on me.
Sorry,
And
Robert. I should have.
good on Joe too, because I've already seen Joe's movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised about this one.
Silent Night.
Yes. Amazing. Remake from 1984 classic. Was it?
Isn't Malcolm McDowell in that one?
Yes.
He is.
Yes, he is.
I haven't
Really
seen it
good.
yet. But I heard Pondo had told me about it, so I knew Pondo had it. So that's why I didn't
Yeah.
give it to Pondo.
It's amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely. The
excited.
killing,
2
the
out of
killing
3.
scenes in it are amazing. There's even a wood chipper.
It was laying on the table the whole time we was playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Can I ask something? I know in Pondo's movie, because Winnipeg is known as Winterpeg. And I know in Pondo's movie, there is tons of snow. That's one thing when I was watching Night Watcher, I was like, or Night Hunter, I can't remember which one it is.
Night Hunter.
Night Hunter. And I was just like, yep, that's Winnipeg because there's snow everywhere. And they're in parkas and Henry Cavill's in this giant sweater. So I'm wondering, Joe and Rob, was there a lot of snow in your movies? Or Rob, you might not have gotten it far enough, but
Not a lot of snow.
okay.
In certain scenes there was, but later on.
Because
Robert was wishing for snow.
It's like anything, jingle bells, something
to cover the screen.
So, in my 5 days of COVID,
oh yes,
I watched movie after fucking movie after fucking movie, but I finally found it, and I know Jamie and Robert will be happy about it. I don't know if Joe, I can't remember if Joe said he's seen it. I watched Dead Dicks.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I made fun of it for so long, and now I'm a big fan of that. I mean, it does have too many dicks in it, like real dicks, but
oh, that's a turnoff.
not totally. I can't even eat nachos and watch this fucking movie.
On the toilet.
What's the matter, Robert? What are you looking at? Robert.
He's concentrating on something with the show.
He is thinking way too much about dead dick.
He's on the toilet. I don't know what's going on.
What in the hell?
You okay, Robert?
This was pre-recorded. And he's out.
And he's gone.
He's been eliminated.
We broke him.
The host of the show, get the fuck out. It's just us three now. Hell yeah.
All right, let's take over.
Robert.
And he's back.
Can you hear us? He can't hear us, I don't think.
Hello.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
Okay, if you guys are waiting for me, I cannot hear you anymore.
That's
I have lost all audio.
That's okay.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Tell you what, keep chatting.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Okay. So Pondo,
Yep,
keep
that's
telling us
it.
about
Matt's
dead
right.
dicks.
Rob must be watching Keyhole.
Matt, I've apologized.
So what is it I'm supposed to be talking about?
Or
I'm
I
not
could.
sure.
You were talking about dead dicks.
No, yeah, but I interrupted you. You need to do your Manitoba.
I can do my movie too. So the movie I wanted to get you guys is I didn't know it was made in Manitoba. I watched this movie on Shudder when it first came out. I loved it. It's called Incident in a Ghostland. Don't know if you've seen it, but it's about a girl named Elizabeth Keller, and she loves to write horror stories. And she and her mom and her sister survive a very traumatic attack in their new home. And after that attack, Elizabeth goes on to become a best-selling horror author. And she's got a husband, a young son, perfect life, goes to parties, selling lots of books. But one night she gets a disturbing call from her sister asking for help. And her sister hangs up and she can't reach her when she tries to call back. So she decides, okay, I'm going to go visit my sister and my mom, who still live together in the home where the traumatic event occurred, the attack. But it turns out nothing is as it seems in this movie, including Elizabeth's new life. Like, you can't trust anything that's happened in this movie. There's a big, 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 big twist. And I don't want to reveal too much because I really want, if you haven't seen this, it's an indie flick. I really recommend this movie. It's so well crafted. The twist is
what flick?
It's an indie flick.
Indie flick.
Indie flick. But I wanted to tell you guys something. I didn't realize this when I first watched it. If you have seen the original Martyrs movie, I haven't seen the remake, but I've seen the original Martyrs.
Don't even worry about that remake.
Okay, I haven't seen it. But this movie is directed and written by the same person, Pascal Laugier. I'm sorry, my French is terrible. Laugier, I think, Pascal. But why this movie got well known, especially where I'm from, is because it was made in Winnipeg and there was a lawsuit from one of the lead actresses. The person who played the sister in the movie, her name is Taylor Hickson, and her face was cut like alongside her jaw here during a stunt involving a glass door. And before she did the stunt, she's like, "Are you sure this is okay?" And everybody's like, yeah, it's fine. And they didn't use a stunt double. She got cut so bad that it required close to 70 stitches. And the lawsuit against the director hasn't been settled yet, but the Winnipeg-based production company was fined $40,000 by the province because they pled guilty to failure to ensure the safety and welfare of a worker. And I know someone in the film industry locally here, and her friends worked on stunts in this movie, and they said it was just a terrible atmosphere. The director, who I loved his film Martyrs, so this is disappointed here, was just awful. It was an awful atmosphere, but I love this movie, and I know bad things happened on the movie, but I do recommend seeing Incident in a Ghostland, and that's the one I wanted to get you each a copy of. There we go. And do you have the photo of the girl who got cut, Rob? I think I sent it to you.
Oh, that was the only picture.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought I sent you another. If I didn't, that's fine. But yeah, the lead actress got cut on her face, so that's kind of why it's more known here in Winnipeg. But it's a great movie with a great twist, and I was not expecting much when I watched this on Shudder. And if you asked me what I would pay for it, I would pay, I think it's $5 a month or so for Shudder subscription. I'd pay $5 for this movie. I was happy. I love this movie. And if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's
yeah,
a good twist, and I haven't revealed too much, but nothing is what it seems. And that's all I can tell you.
Very interesting.
Don't believe anything.
So now I'm going to go back now that Robert can hear me. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I watched Dead Dicks.
He likes dead dicks and he cannot lie.
I really did love that. Just the trouble that he kept getting into and how it kept progressing into more trouble. Yeah, that was a good movie, Dead Dicks. It's on
I recommended that, yeah.
Tubi. It's on Tubi right now.
Is it on? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm going to check it out there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love Tubi.
Did you see it, Joe?
Not yet. I will.
Yeah.
Joe's too busy looking at other dicks.
I was on the toilet eating.
What the hell? Eating a Twix bar. Oh,
No.
was that a Twix bar? Was that a Twix bar?
Baby Ruth.
Yes, there. That's where she got. Yeah, she had lots of stitches doing this stunt.
Damn, she didn't just get cut. She got fucking.
She was banging on a glass door, and they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be safe. You're fine." And,
I remember that story.
The promo shot.
well, and she said she's lost work now because it's like a white scar along her face now. Like, she's still gorgeous, but she's got, it's visible, and she's going after them.
How much did she make for that accident?
The lawsuit with the director and that hasn't been settled, but the let me see here. Sorry, Winnipeg. The production company was fined $40,000, but I don't know if she got that money because they were fined.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
She did a lot more than that.
No, scary, and like they had to stop, and they were like, holding up her face.
Matt says, great little review, Jamie. And Tubi is great. Lots of Bronson movies on there.
You can find anything on Tubi. And like there's stuff that I just unexpectedly find out. Oh, because I was going to watch something else. And I'm like, oh, you can see a longer face there before and after.
Oh, wow.
A little scar. Like, she's still gorgeous, but like, of course, that's going to affect her chances of getting hired because that's extra makeup and stuff you got to apply. And of course, I'm touching this side of my face, and it's the opposite. But
Just like in Unforgiven, ain't nobody want no cut up actress.
yeah,
Now
no,
like somebody died in here.
I could, Pondo, I believed you did that because I could see you doing that and just kidding. And I can't believe you. Did you actually get into the bathroom though? Or is
I've
that
never even been to fucking Graceland.
That's the best part.
You're the closest out of any of us. Oh, I fell for it. Fell for it.
That Mondo, he's
So-
something. ain't he?
When I go, I'm gonna be tempted to be like, I'm gonna sneak into the
Everybody here, if Pondo says let's go to Graceland, say no. Okay.
bathroom. I don't know. I'd risk being thrown out.
That's right.
I'm a big Elvis fan. You know, the only thing I don't like about Elvis, and this is not quite covered in the movie, Priscilla was very, 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 very young, teenager when they got together. And I don't know what their relationship consisted of, but that, as a parent, I didn't feel good about that. I don't have a daughter, but as people who have daughters, I'm sure that part's kind of creepy because Priscilla was very, very much younger than Elvis when they got together. I know things were different then, but it's still creepy and wrong.
Yeah, it is. It's wrong.
Yeah. The only thing that I felt was like, oh, she's very, very young.
So what has everybody else watched? I keep talking about shit that I've watched.
I watched Elvis and the Night Hunter movie. What have you guys? Oh, I've been watching season 2 of American Horror Stories. It's not
I
American
haven't
Horror
watched one
Stories.
episode.
It's a different when it's the series that's called American Horror Stories. It's a different story each time. And some people are complaining they're not liking this season, but I always think they're creative and they're, it's something interesting to watch. And also I'm checking out season 4 or 5 of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I like What We Do in the Shadows.
Tom's catching up. He says, I watched Elvis and Prey.
Yeah, Tom's doing better than I am. I still need to watch Prey.
He's watching our show on a 20-minute delay. That's what he's doing.
He is.
Is that it?
I've been watching a ton of stuff from the film festival, sadly.
Me
That's
too.
all that's been on my plate.
Yeah, there's a lot of films there, so that's taken my time too. But
This year has been insane for submissions. It really
I think people are like, COVID's over. Let's make film. Yeah.
So did any of you watch Ric Flair's last match?
Oh, I was going to bring that up. I did, and
Which one?
This one that just happened.
Oh, the recent last one?
Yeah, the recent last one. Good joke. I was sad. I didn't feel this was necessary. I also watched the roast, and I don't know if they understand. Like, I love comedy roasts. A lot of people think they're mean, but this roast went on for almost 3 hours, and they have the dais, like the people who all get to make jokes, and then the person of honor makes the joke, gets to get back at them at the end. Way too many people who didn't know what a roast was. And there's a Canadian hockey player named Ty Domi who was on the roast, and he had jokes written for him. And every time he delivered them and they were awful, he laughed his head off for like several minutes.
He's Canadian?
Oh, I believe he's Canadian. Ty Domi, I thought he is.
Yeah.
I don't know my hockey as well. I thought he was. But
for you Americans, I apologize. The Canadians always got to.
Yes, we got to fit our hockey. I'm not even. I don't watch a lot of hockey, but my understanding is he was, and if he's not, I'm sure he visited Canada. But I was very sad watching it. I was very emotional watching Ric Flair against Shawn Michaels. I can't remember which WrestleMania, and that was supposed to be his retirement when he went to TNA and all that. But Shawn Michaels says, "I love you. I'm sorry," and then
super kicks
him, and or sweet chin music. Yeah. And then as he's pinning Ric Flair, you can see Ric Flair crumbling and crying, and it's this beautiful moment. But there's something about wrestlers like that get to that age, and Ric Flair's in his 70s, and he wanted that last accolade, and I understand, but this was just he's not at the level he was, and to try and relive those glory days, it was really sad to watch. And I don't want to be discouraging, and because I am a big Ric Flair fan of the wrestler, not the person. I have issues with the person, but it just made me sad. I watched it, but I just was like, I just didn't feel it was necessary. But Pondo, I want to hear. I'm sorry I took over, but because Pondo's a wrestler guy, and Pondo's a wrestler, so
I look at it at a different point of view.
yeah, I want to hear it.
Someday, I'm going to be his age. I'm not that far now, but I'm going to want. Here's my deal with professional wrestling. I want my name to be remembered. That's why I'm on this podcast. That's why
We're doing our best.
That's why I'm still landing in barbed wire and tubes. That's why I'm still traveling. Oh, December I'm going back to Japan, guys.
Wow.
Sweet.
Can Joe go too? Joe will help you. He'll be your assistant.
I'll be by your side.
Sure, Joe. Just don't fucking annoy me.
Oh, Joe's out.
Why me? Never.
But yeah. I understand where Ric Flair's coming from,
And I get that.
Shit. So I was 6 days a week. Now I'm 3, maybe 2 days a week, fucking dying inside. It makes you feel like you're not as important as what you was, which I realize, no, I am not. But
we think you are.
You three do. I get that. My mom does. I mean, but
my husband, he loves Pondo.
Oh yeah, and Marty, yeah. But there's just something that happens to professional wrestlers, where we can't. Dudes, you can ask Joe. I used to jump off balconies like nothing. I used to
last
land
year.
in tubes. I used to get cut with barbed wire all the time, and now I'm 53 and I don't heal like I used to. So now I'm more apprehensive on that stuff, which kills me, because back when I was doing it, there was not social media like there is today.
Yeah.
And there are so many deathmatch stars today. And I'm not putting none of them down. They're all fucking awesome.
We love the deathmatch guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And girls.
Yes.
And girls. But I cannot keep up with these motherfuckers. I mean, that they come at me and they've been watching my videos from 20 years ago, and they're like, yeah, let's do this one thing where you, and I'm like, guys, that was before my spleen would shoot out my ass. Can you please just
before the pencil incident?
Yes, I mean, but so I understand Ric Flair's feeling, and think about this, man, Jamie. I don't know if you're thinking about it like this.
Well, I'm glad you're talking, because this is enlightening me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about how it brought so many people together.
Yeah, that's right.
Undertaker was front row.
Mick Foley, Bret Hart, and he's
Charlotte,
about
who's at WWE, should not have been there, but so many people. Ric Flair's last match brought so many people together
that's true.
It made me happy, So a lot of people put it down, but I was for it. I was.
I've been seeing nothing but positive, and I watched it and felt kind of sad. So I felt kind of out of it. But I'm appreciative of your comments, and maybe I misjudged it a little bit. Maybe I need to look at it with different eyes. But
I mean,
no,
there's no misjudgment. I get it, but
it did make me sad. But I'm not a wrestler, so that's also a perspective to bring to it. You have a lot different eyes to bring to it. So I appreciate you sharing what you did. What did you think of the match itself, Pondo?
I have not watched it.
Okay.
See, I get I get what you're talking about, Pondo.
Mm-hmm.
there's that limelight that
Yeah.
drives the best wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know, the reason they are so good in that limelight is because they bask in it. That's
Yeah.
their safe spot. It's when you say, okay, yep, I'm done, and then have your last match, and then come back and go, okay, no, now I'm done,
Right.
and then have your last match,
You
and then
kinda
come
wanna
back.
know.
It's like, I get it. You don't want to step away from the limelight. Stop saying this is your last match. You know,
It's like Onita.
Onita's never said it. Yeah, he did. He had some,
A few times, yeah.
but so check this out. Two promoters one time said, because I was bringing in girls for Sarah to wrestle, and they were really happy with me, and they said, we're going to bring in who you want. Who do you want to wrestle? And I told them I want to wrestle Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah, I see
You
the.
guys remember the heat Nikolai Volkov used to get when he would sing that song and people were throwing shit in the
The
ring.
Russian anthem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the man deserved props, right?
Yeah.
And I told him Nikolai Volkov. When he got there, there was concern of the company of. Let me see if I can put this right. Concern of the company, because I was their like top heel, so they was concerned how the company would go, how the ending would wind up. All right, kayfabe, Pondo, kayfabe. So
Kayfabe,
I
JT.
made it. So I made it to where it didn't matter what the finish was. I got to wrestle Nikolai Volkov.
That's how you should look at it, I think. Yeah.
And Nikolai Volkov, after the match, I don't know that much about him, but came over and very uncomfortably gave me this long hug and was talking to me saying, thank you so much for still allowing me to show the people that, because if you guys remember, Vince McMahon like goofed him out with cent signs on his tights and shit like that, and that should have never happened. Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik with Freddie Blassie. See, for the Insane Clown Posse, when I would say fuck ICP, oh my God, they would just throw shit. So I could just imagine Madison Square Gardens and throwing shit at Nikolai Volkov. So I have a spot in me that and this is where a lot of wrestlers don't think about it. I have a spot in me that I realize someday I'm going to be Ric Flair's age, and I want to keep my name going. I want people to remember me, and that's why I'm still doing jackass, terrible things to my body today.
But can I just add to that? So I was in Regina, Saskatchewan. I know it's a funny name. It's a city that rhymes with fun.
Thank you, Wayne.
Yes, I'm from there. I went to university there. I went there for my grandmother's 90th birthday. Wonderful time. But the hotel I was staying at had a restaurant and bar, and I met this wonderful waiter named Bradley. And I was wearing my pro wrestling or pro-choice, pro-science, pro-wrestling shirt. So he commented, and he showed me on his phone all the tattoos he had because he didn't want to pull down his pants as a gentleman to show me his tattoos on his legs and stuff. And then I told him,
this meatloaf.
Yeah,
See, that's why I got that restraining order.
Yes, yes. You keep the pants up, boys. You show the lady the tattoos.
Put your apron on, lady.
Yeah. But he knew he had a lot of wrestling tattoos. So I told him about our podcast, and I said, "Do you know Madman Pondo?" He's like, "Oh!" So people know you, Pondo. Like, and when I don't have the shirt on today, but I like to wear the shirt, the Madman Pondo shirt that Joe did the design. And in the oddest places I've worn at hotels, wherever I'm going, people stop me, even if they don't know Madman Pondo. They're like, "What's on your shirt?" They want to know about that. So I think you have an impact, Pondo. I don't think you need to worry about that.
Yeah, but I want a lasting. Okay, so
I get that.
My buddies, when we're walking around the gathering, we can't go 5-6 feet without somebody yelling out my name. You know?
And that doesn't happen to the rest of us.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Everybody raise your hand that's been in a video game.
Pondo.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Yeah, but
now there's a book lovers video game, and I'm in it.
but that's just on Xbox and PlayStation.
Who cares? It's a video game.
Still,
That's true.
Who wrestled Nikolai
I'm not trying to get you
Volkov?
guys to
Who
feel sorry
wrestled
for me.
Taboo?
yeah.
I'm not trying to get pity out of you guys. I'm
No,
just
no, but
explaining.
we're
I
fans.
realize where Ric Flair is right now, and if this was his last thing that he did it on a huge fucking scale that's
True.
going to go on for years and years. So
Yeah.
props to everybody that had something to do with Ric Flair's last match.
I guess I wondered, like, I appreciate he wanted his own terms. I guess I wondered if it was needed. And, you know, I'm not a wrestler, so that's a different question for me to ask. So, and Rob's got a thought. I
no, I was going to agree with you. I think it's needed if it is. If he's finally going to step away, then yes. Boom.
Well, I will tell you this just to make you feel better. 3 nights after that, he flew to Puerto Rico, and they was like, oh, and they offered him all this money to get back in the ring, and he told them, I would be the biggest asshole to get back in the ring right now after I announced that. They did do things on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, they beat him up a little bit, I heard.
Yeah.
Wasn't he bleeding in Puerto Rico? Yeah. Because he'll bleed anywhere, though, to be fair. It's Ric Flair, so bleed. But Pondo, when you are 73, do you think you will still wrestle? Are you going to step in the ring?
I am going to have some kind of involvement because I can't get rid of this shit.
That I understand. But to put yourself at risk at 73, that was also my issue. I was just very concerned, like, oh my God, is he going to die? Because
I
put myself at 53.
Yeah, but that's 20 years.
I'm not going to get no smarter at 73.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I can see me maybe Abdullah the Butcher and forking people and shit. You know, I mean,
but an
actual
main event.
I can never see myself quitting pro wrestling.
Okay, but being involved and being like actively in the ring are two different things. And I'm respect being involved and maybe coaching people or, you know, however you want to be involved. But like the actual, I can't say I wasn't sad, and I was a little uncomfortable watching it because I get concerned with Pondo. And I mean, if JT Cruz came back, I would also be concerned because just knowing them. So
I'm already concerned about JT.
JT Cruz is happily retired.
Well, since we've been wandering down this memory lane, I had to dig around a little bit. And I found 2 pictures I have to show. Of Pondo.
Oh shit.
Okay. This shows me the kind of impact he has when you can have a picture like this.
D. Snyder.
Right?
Can I pause for 1 second? Dee Snider has a great horror movie called Strangeland. If you haven't seen it, I will lend it to you. It's so great. It's also probably not very expensive, so buy your own.
And look up his stripped down version of We're Not Gonna Take It.
Oh,
man, that video is amazing because he redid it for this cancer group.
Oh, I will do that.
Oh man.
You should share it on the Facebook.
I'll find it and I will.
The Figure Gore page, yeah, because I'd love to see that. I love that song.
And then I found this one, and I have to show it because it shows the most baby face of Pondos I think I've seen.
Oh,
like,
but isn't that the X?
You couldn't have cut that fucker in half. Yeah. Good old Robert.
I wish her all the luck.
Robert.
Yes, we have not dissed her on the show. We won't.
I don't know who that is, to be totally honest.
That's really? Sarah Logan, is it not?
Sarah Logan.
Who's that?
WWE superstar.
She was in WWE for a while, and she's Pondo's ex.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I didn't.
Robert did it innocently. It's okay, Robert.
I'm sorry, dude. I did not know that.
Very cute photo.
It smells like somebody died in here.
Break the tension.
I know what. Let's change the topic.
It's okay. Robert didn't know.
So check it out, Robert. So I pulled this girl out of a backyard.
Not a bathroom.
Everything that I did wrong because she wanted WWE. I did for her.
And she ended up there.
I used every favor that I had from every wrestler, you know, over the years. And then when she got signed, that was the end of Pondo. And I wouldn't mind that. And I hope somebody listens to this and says, hey, Sarah, listen to this. I wouldn't mind that, but she has done countless YouTube videos and interviews. And the only thing that I am is the guy who trained her. I'm not Pondo. I'm not Kevin Kennedy. I'm none of that shit. I hate Ian Rotten to this fucking day. But there would be no Man Pondo without Ian Rotten. I don't understand where her reserve is on even saying my name.
Can I add? Go ahead.
Other than that, I got no problem. Here's the thing, though. I'm so glad she's not in WWE anymore, because every time she would do good or bad, my inbox would fill up with congratulations or, oh, did you see that? And I would have to write something like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with her no more.
Well, I wanted to point out that Pondo created Girl Fight. It's called Girl Fight Wrestling, right? And that was partly because of her. So I wanted you to get props because, like, I've read your book. I've heard you talk about it. We haven't gone into it in here or on this podcast because you're a classy guy. And even in person, we haven't discussed Sarah at all. This is one of the first times. Yeah. And if she thinks we'd sit around and talk about her, we don't. We talk about horror movies or Star Wars. And Rob's like,
and then my buddy Robert's like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know. You feel bad now.
I haven't thrown salt in anybody's wound in a while, I guess.
It was like Terry Funk's branding iron.
No.
Take this.
He's going to be kicking himself, and we're all going to have to hug him. Christina to give you hugs.
He legit didn't know. That's
he
the worst part about it.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I thought we were going to see JT Cruz photos. I was very excited.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't know, Pondo.
Joe, is there JT Cruz photos?
I want to know. I want a signed one.
I don't think so.
We should make some.
I want to see them. I want to see them old ones.
We all do. Someday.
Maybe.
Collector's item.
Something.
So, like I said, on the next episode, I will have seen Orphan Kills, Bodies. And I think Beast is considered a horror movie, right? When the
That's
killer
Idris Elba?
Huh?
Idris Elba, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious about Bodies, because I'm hearing mixed reviews. I'm hearing people who really like it, people who hate it, people think it's silly. So I really want to hear Pondo's perspective on that movie. I haven't seen it myself yet, but I will.
And Robert, just so you know, yes, I did have such a baby face in that thing.
Yeah. Well, even right here, we've got babyface Pondo right here.
So that's the most
photo, and this was a gift for my husband. That's what's so funny.
I don't want canceled, but that has to be the most.
The stop sign.
Let's say.
And he's got a little bit of a ponytail back here.
I did.
For quite some time, actually.
Yeah.
It just looks like my Grindr profile picture.
I think that would be very effective. I think you'd get a lot of action.
See, why didn't you hang that one up next to Ox Baker?
Okay, I'm going to put this one because you've said I'll put this one up there and the other one over there.
There you go.
I'll change it. It was Marty's idea. Marty thought I needed sexy Pondo for my inspiration. That's what he calls that photo. So.
Hey, ladies, want to see my stop sign?
You're not going to get a sexy Pondo. So.
Well, it's not only Pondo I can dig up through the internet.
Oh, no.
I found JD Cruz.
Oh. That's nothing like Joe.
No, that's totally Joe.
Hey, Faye.
That's JD Cruz.
Yeah, wrong
Oh,
one.
JT Cruz.
So close.
Oh.
So close.
Close
Rob's
enough.
terrible at spelling.
Close enough, you Asian warrior.
Well, the last name kind of, yeah.
He didn't have the beard then. He didn't have the beard.
A lot of sun. A lot of sun.
So hey,
No.
we're
You're wrong. It's got to be JD. There's no JT Cruz. It's JD.
Okay. Fine. I like JD.
Forever now, he will be known as JD.
So we're
Well-
coming up on that hour mark.
So let me
Yes,
make this
we
quick
will.
announcement, and then we will get to our announcement.
Oh, you have announcement.
Yes, because as I said, I've been neck deep in film festival submissions. Our film festival is coming up September 30th, October 1st and 2nd, and we have now signed the person for our featured film for that weekend. And I'll throw this picture up just to give people an idea.
Are you bringing the clown?
Yes,
Oh,
the clown from Poltergeist.
I didn't
will
know he was
be
a real
in
person.
Chatham. No, Robbie, Oliver Robin from Poltergeist. We're going to be screening the movie. He's going to do a Q&A. And
You're
then,
doing the movie too?
yeah.
Cool.
So,
Love the movie.
film festival submitters, no pressure, but one of you will be screening in front of Poltergeist. No pressure.
Ooh.
I
That's a tough
remember going to the theater and watching Poltergeist, and you guys know how I am about ghost movies, but my parents,
You had to like Poltergeist though, right?
well, my parents had
Exception.
like furniture shopping or something, so I'm like, can I just go to the movie?
Ah,
And it was Poltergeist. I was fucking amazed afterwards.
good. Yay.
The pork chop crawling across the counter.
Yeah, I got in trouble. I got in trouble telling my parents that part. They're like, "What do you want to tell us all that gross shit for and all this?" So, yeah, I got in trouble for that. But yeah, Poltergeist is awesome.
Oh, and Matt here says, not sure if any of you have read it, but the Sheik's new book, Blood and Fire, is fantastic. Oh, Jamie's going to pull it out.
I haven't read yet, but I have it.
There it is.
It's on my bum.
See, you were talking about Nikolai catching heat. Him and the Iron Sheik in the 80s, they were the most,
Yeah.
heels that you worry about.
Oh yeah.
Forward by Rob Van Dam. I haven't read it, but I'm going to.
Ooh.
Yeah, this one's getting lots of buzz. Yeah, not as much buzz as the Madman Pondo book, but that's still my favorite, except for the monster truck thing. Kayfabe.
That's right.
Okay.
I found out he's busy.
Pondo is.
Kayfabe. No, Kayfabe. He was a director. Look at that.
Oh, dun dun.
Directed the Slammies.
With many more.
Yes.
So
So,
hey,
Well done.
keep paying attention to the figure Gore. We'll let you know when we're coming back. But always, as we always say, check on your friends, check on your families, and make sure everybody's okay.
All the time.
You never know any kind of little note how it will impact people. Just check in with people.
Alrighty.
And don't show them pictures of your exes.
And on that note.
What do you want when you can't have?